Our next Hall of Famer is Chris Sabo. Here with Bob Brooks to talk about Hall of Famer Chris Sabo. And Chris joined the Cedar Rapids Ball Club in 1983. It was his professional debut.
Certainly was, and it was sensational. He had a great career at the University of Michigan and then went on to play 9 seasons in the major leagues with Cincinnati, Baltimore, St. Louis, the White Sox. 77 games for Cedar Rapids, 274, 12 home runs, 37 runs driven in. He should have taken him into the Hall of Fame before now, but he was named the National League Rookie of the Year in '98, won a World Series with Cincinnati in '90, was selected to 3 National League All-Star teams in '88, '90, '91, finished his Major League career, 268 batting average, 116 home runs, 426 RBIs, and 911 Major League games. But there's an interesting story here about that Rob Dibble, Eric Davis, and Paul O'Neill have been all members inducted into the Hall of Fame. Now, Sabo joins them, and his first manager, of course, in professional baseball was Bruce Kim, and it's a pleasure to welcome him at long last to the Hall of Fame of the Cedar Rapids Colonels.
It was quite a neat 1983 season with Bruce Kim, the manager.
Well, Chris, you know, we've been looking over these lists from time to time, and I feel that Chris should have been in before now, but thank goodness he is with us.
Tonight we induct Chris Sabo into our Cedar Rapids Ball Club's Hall of Fame. Now we're going to bring up Bruce Kim, the first manager Chris Sabo had in professional baseball. Bruce from this area, and we're excited, and he's excited to say a few words about Chris Sabo tonight. And here's Bruce Kim.
Thank you very much, and congratulations to all the inductees. The Cedar Rapids Baseball Club does a great job to give these players an opportunity to get to the major leagues, but also the entertainment you provide in this area is fantastic. Chris Sabo joined our club after the June draft in 1983. We were like 9 games out of first place, and at that time, there wasn't a first half, second half. It was the first and second place teams went to the playoffs. And he was the guy that got us going, and we ended up tying for the championship that year, and we got beat in the playoffs. But when he joined our club, you know, I talked to Bob Bennett, the scout that signed him, and they always gave you a report, Cincinnati, what to look for from this guy from Cincinnati. And they said, well, he does a lot of good things. He can really swing that bat, he can run, he can catch the ball, but he doesn't come in on the ball good, so you need to work on that. So when he came in, at that time I managed. I didn't have pitching coach. I didn't have hitting coach. I was everything. So you got to do everything. And, you know, of course we told him, you know, this is what you really need to work on. And he was a baseball player because when I come to the park, or I was at the park, but I go out on the field and here he's already out there. He's got balls after I told him. He's got balls laying on the ground and he's breaking from third base and barehanding the ball and throwing it towards first base because he had a vision of where he wanted to go and nothing was going to stop him. He was a real baseball player. He could drive that ball to right center. He could really nail it. He was great going for balls to his right, need a little work on his left, but he did whatever it took to get to the major leagues. And he was a guy that really got us going that year, and we got into playoffs. And then I was very fortunate. I got to go to coach in Cincinnati in 1988. I was the third base coach when he won the Rookie of the Year. And boy, he was focused. He was a manager's ball player is all I can say, because you never had to worry about him. You knew when he stepped in that clubhouse, he was ready to play every day. He's a great player, and he's a great inductee for the Hall of Fame. Thank you very much.
Had a chance to talk with Chris earlier today, and as much as he wanted to come back, he has 3 daughters, and it just didn't work out in their schedule, but he really wanted to make it back. But I did get a chance to talk to him, and he recorded this message for everybody here.
I have great memories about Cedar Rapids. Again, drafted out of the University of Michigan by the Reds. Reds, and they sent me to Cedar Rapids, and I went there, and Bruce Kim was my manager. I know he's a local guy from Norway, Iowa, and he was great. He was my favorite minor league manager. He taught me the ropes, showed me the way to play minor league baseball, a little bit different than college, and lived with a family called the Hodges in Cedar Rapids. They were nice to me, opened their house up to me. It's a great experience. I got there pretty much halfway through the season. I forgot what the record was, but we had some good players. We had, Cal Daniels, Terry Lee, Rob Murphy. We had a lot of good players on that team, and it was a pleasure playing. We made the playoffs. Unfortunately, we lost, but I was really impressed with the way the Cedar Rapids, Iowa people treated me and the team, how they came out to the game, and it's just an honor. I was elected to the Reds Hall of Fame a few years ago, Cincinnati Reds Hall of Fame, and that was quite an honor, and this sort of came out of nowhere, Cedar Rapids, Iowa. I only played probably 70 games with them, but I appreciate it. I have a lot of fond memories of Cedar Rapids, and thank you for the honor, and I wish you guys well.